Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Legendary Wings for the NES, based on the 1988 arcade classic by Capcom. This is a vertical shoot-'em-up, in which you have to save the world from a deadly supercomputer. You have 5 levels, but they can be the hardest 5 levels ever if you don't know what to do. As you can see here, this is a vertical shoot-'em-up. You shoot things, you bomb things, you get stronger, and most importantly, you try not to die. By powering up your weapon, you also power up your shields. Whenever you get hit, you lose your weapon. If you get bumped down all the way to your single laser and you get hit, you lose a life. There'll be a ton of enemies to defeat, and a ton of things to discover. So let's go ahead and play a one-player game, shall we? First off, we want to head to the right, shoot all these enemies. Then head to the left, shoot all these enemies. And then to the right, to shoot all these enemies. Now this thing will pop up from the side here. You want to shoot that and get the P icon. That brings our single laser to a double laser and also gives us an extra hit. These gray turrets will shoot projectiles at us. You press A to bomb those. You move around with the control pad, you press B to shoot, and you press A to bomb. Bombs only work on ground targets and other sorts of enemies, so you do want to be careful. When you see this face, you want to avoid the whirlwinds that come out of its mouth. Otherwise, you'll get sucked into the head there, and you'll have fight a whole bunch of enemies in order to get out. Now these things take a lot of hit to destroy. As long as you can avoid the bullets, you're safe. Now we got all these things and 3 more turrets to take care of. And of course, that ring of enemies. For these statues, you have to fly away from the heads. Use left and right. Hang all the way back. That way you'll have the most time possible to avoid all the heads. Don't even bother shooting down the heads. They're completely indestructible. Don't even try. These blue balls return to enemies that move towards the bottom of the screen if you let them pretty much get close to the center. And these things just come down, shoot at you, and then come back up. That turret that I just blew up, it created a whirlwind. By letting that whirlwind suck me in, I get sucked into the hole in the ground. You actually want to do this because this actually takes you to a bonus area where you can collect a whole bunch of gold things. All these King Tut heads and golden snakes for a bunch of treasure and a bunch of points too. And trust me, you're going to need the points because points give you lives in this game. As a matter of fact, you can see your lives in the lower left-hand corner if you're playing on one-player mode. If you see anything in a wall, shoot that wall so you can get the item inside. The hearts give you continues. You're going to need the continues because this game gets pretty hard pretty quickly. Now here, wait for the opening, get the bird, get the 3 tut heads that are down here, then get back up to the upper level, get the snakes, and then, well, I don't have to shoot at the wall, but you can shoot at the wall in case there is one in your way. Just move around, shoot at the wall. Hopefully you'll find an opening. If you find an opening, keep blasting at other parts of the wall and you'll eventually get out. And I managed to get 2 lives in this bonus area, which is quite alright. So we now have our level 4 weapon and our level 5 weapon. The level 5 weapon gives you this glow as well as these awesome looking wings, as well as this crescent shot. You actually want this form because in your final form, in your most powerful form, you actually have 3 hit points before you go down to the level 4 fireball. So here you want to avoid the rooster statues as you shoot down the enemies. And you want to take down as many enemies as you can on the side that you're on, hopefully without getting hit by a bullet. That way you can get through here without getting hit. Yeah, the final form turns you into a phoenix. And the phoenix gives you 3 hit points before you go back down to the previous weapon level. Those enemies were easy, but these are a little harder unless you know what to do. You want to shoot bombs at the heads of these statues. 3 bombs will blow up the heads, which is a good thing because these statues do spit projectiles at your current position, and you don't want to be doing a whole bunch of dodging. And there will be 2 more here at the entrance of the temple. Take those out, then hang all the way back and get ready to fight the dragon. You'll always fight a dragon before you go into a temple. Avoid the fireballs, stay in the center, hang all the way back. When the dragon rushes at you, it won't be able to hit you, and you'll be able to hit it a whole ton of times. Eventually you'll take out the dragon, and you'll be able to enter the temple. The devil is waiting for us in the palace. Rush courageously. And here is where the fun begins. When these things turn over to reveal their cannons, they are vulnerable. You want to shoot them. And yes, these things do fire at your current position, so aim carefully and aim fast. That blue thing on the ceiling shoots lasers. You want to shoot it down as quickly as possible if you can. In case you can't shoot it down, wait for it to fire a laser, then move on ahead. Now here, you can take either the top route or the middle route out of these 3 routes. Because at least with those routes, you can shoot down the wall that is going to be ahead of you. The middle wall cannot be shot down. So I thankfully go to the bottom and save myself from there. The bottom route makes it easier for you to get this power up in case you need it. I grab it for the points. And just in case I get hit. These green things shoot 3 projectiles to the left and right 3 times before going from the floor to the ceiling. It then shoots from the ceiling 3 times before going back to the floor again. Thankfully, I always make it a habit to line myself with a ceiling or floor to shoot these things down as soon as I can, so that way they don't cost me a hit. And now for the thing you'll fight at the end of every temple, palace, whatever you want to call it. These things. Now, when this center part opens, that's when you want to shoot it. However, there are eyes on the side, and you want to shoot those down as well. When the center part opens, you want to shoot the thing when it is open a couple times, and you also want to move around the projectiles that it produces, so that way you don't get zapped. In between times where I'm able to shoot the core of this thing, I guess this is the core, I also shoot at the eyes when they are open. Not only to destroy the eye projectiles as they fire, but to get rid of them outright. Thankfully, I had managed to destroy both eyes, and I destroyed the core for this thing. And I complete the first level, the first of 5, of Legendary Wings for the NES. We have cleared this area. 4 areas are still to be clear. Hold out for final victory. And you get to see your current score. And then you get whisked away to level 2. Level 2 will take place in what looks like a water temple of sorts, but that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where we take on the second level of Legendary Wings. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!